All right, guys, we got some cops over here patting this guy down. And Sarge is here too. Oh, look at Sergeant. Watch him. He's gonna come over here.
Brother Hensley, did you see anything?
Any what?
This guy out here earlier?
I just came from Redlands.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I just came from Redlands. I don't know what's going on. I think that sergeant is a Christian, so I'm gonna give him respect. But I'm not sure what happened. I just know that I wanted to come up and record it real quick. They were patting him down when I walked up. Yeah, I'm in the back of the car here. Yeah, he asked me if I saw anything. I said no. I'll take him out. So are they gonna let him go then? Or are they a double lock? Oh, I think they're telling him to take off, not come back. So that might be it. They might be telling him to take off and not come back. Or something. I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. Let me come up here. Yeah, I don't know what they're talking about. But that sergeant always walks over and asks me if I saw anything. Yeah. So looks like he's pretty pissed off. They said don't go back in there. He got trespassed, I guess. Why was he handcuffed and stuff? I don't know. Maybe that's why they asked me if I saw anything. But they told him not to go back in there. Where's he going? He's going down the street. Yeah, he's. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Okay, she just said he's being detained. He said he's not breaking the law. Okay, guys, so she said he's being detained. Here comes another cop. So now we have two cops. So it sounds like it might have been a domestic or something. She said he's being detained. He said he's not breaking the law. Yeah, that's the right. He said that when he said he's done talking, that's what he should have said. She's patting him down for weapons. Yes, she asked, do you know this person? She said, turn off your floodlight. So she's doing a pat down right now. So apparently the kids, so she's saying the kids called the mom on the computer or texted her on the computer and said dad left and the kids are inside the house. That's what the officer said, the wife said. 11 and 12 in the house by themselves. And he said they're responsible enough.
What if I would have been home and the burglar would have overcome me? We would have been the same. And then I asked you, and then you're like, well, they have, and then I told you, right? How did you get hold of the mom? Are we what if you have a cell phone? Can you show me what law I broke? What law I broke?
Now he's getting handcuffed because he won't listen to her, apparently. He asked what.
Can you show me what law? Can you show me what law I broke, please? I'm not intoxicated. Excuse me? I am not intoxicated. No, are you arresting me? Yeah, I am not intoxicated. My kids are.
Her car is down the street, so we'll walk with her. He wants to know what law he broke. Still, he's asking what law he broke. So, he's asking what law he broke. He's, he said he don't have to tell him. And he's asking what law they're arresting him for. This is from the website for the San Bernardino County District Attorney's Office. I'll put a link to it in the description box below. Now this here, it says, first check with your local city to see if any local ordinances are specifying at which age a child may be left alone. I couldn't find any Redland City ordinances or San Bernardino County ordinances like specific age limits. But the San Bernardino County District Attorney does say here, in California, there is no specific law regarding the age a child may be left home alone. Factors should be taken into account, such as the maturity and emotional level of the child, and any medical or psychological issues or disabilities need to be considered. So technically, when she says, well, you have an 11 and 12-year-old in there alone. I don't know if that's illegal. So right now, per the reporting party, which is allegedly the wife, that maybe they're separated or divorced, I don't know. But she said the kids contacted them on a computer and said they're home by themselves. And he said, well, they're responsible enough, to take care of themselves. And then she said that I'm recording the police so that he's safe, to make sure he's safe. That's why I'm recording the police.
That's my dad.
Yeah, you can go to that officer right there. The kids. So so the kids came up. So she's gonna take the children back to the house. They are very little. So he's gonna get arrested. Yeah, the kids walked up while I was recording. They're pretty shaken up. She said, "That's my dad." All right, I'm back. You might notice the audio is different. I unplugged my microphone. The light keeps going out on my mic. I guess it was still on, but it kind of scares me because I don't know if a battery died or what, but you could still hear me. So we'll see if the sound cut out anywhere in the video. But now I'm on regular iPhone mic. But I was saying, yeah. He goes, the male cop goes, I got here and she put handcuffs on you. I don't know why. But he keeps saying, she has a legal right to arrest you. And the guy's like, for what law? I don't know. I got here and she was handcuffing you. So I don't know why she arrested you, but she has a legal right to. And I'm like, how do you know she has a legal right to if you don't know what law he broke? And he's probably right. I mean, don't get me wrong. He trusts her instincts. He trusts her instincts. But yeah, he's like, I don't know why she arrested you. I don't know. She put handcuffs on you when I got here. But the San Mateo County District Attorney does say here, in California, there is no specific law regarding the age a child may be left home alone. Factors should be taken into account, such as the maturity and emotional level of the child, and any medical or psychological issues or disabilities need to be considered. So technically, when she says, well, you have an 11 and 12-year-old in there alone, I don't know if that's illegal. He goes, you never told me why I was arrested. He goes, I don't know. I told you. He's still... He said, you haven't told me why I'm being detained. Actually, she did tell him why he's being detained. She said that she got a call that there was an 11 and 12-year-old home alone who contacted their mother on the computer and said, Dad's not here. We don't know what to do. So that's why he's being detained, which could be I don't want to say child abandonment, child endangerment, maybe. I would have to look, I'd have to actually read the laws or the codes to get a better understanding of what would apply. But just skimming the surface, I'm thinking child endangerment. I looked it up. I looked at several different California law sites, and it says there's no specific minimum age of when a child can be left home alone. So you could leave a 12-year-old and an 11-year-old at home if you want. It's not against the law as long as they're emotionally and mentally able to take care of themselves. They know how to call 911. They know, obviously they know how to get in touch with mom on the computer. So there's no minimum age like 12, 13, 14, 16. There's no age limit. You could leave a 10-year-old or 11-year-old home alone. As long as they're emotionally able to take care of themselves. It says if your children are unable to use the phone, can't recite their address, and don't know how to escape the house quickly, then they should absolutely should not be left alone. But if they can recite their address, they know how to call 911 or contact someone, well, it does go on to say they need to be able to call 911 and summon help in an emergency. They should be able to explain to the police or the fire dispatcher what is happening and where they live. And I'm sure a 12-year-old could do that. They seemed pretty intelligent when they walked up. But I didn't look at if the parent's intoxicated, or I didn't look into all that. But that does kind of throw a wrench into it. There's no law stating a minimum age. So just the fact that the kids are home alone may not be a crime. He may have been detained for no reason. Not for no reason. You do have to check the kids out. If you have, let's say, a 12-year-old autistic child taking care of an 11-year-old or vice versa, you may have a problem because it says they have to be emotionally able to take care of themselves. They have to know how to contact 911, how to, if there's an emergency, how to get an emergency. These kids seemed pretty stable, but they were really upset that dad was in a police car. But there's no minimum age in California, it said. It just says they have to be emotionally able to care for themselves. So if there's no minimum age limit, here comes the officer. If there's no minimum age limit, then it's going to be up to her to come up with some type of... So it's not child endangerment then, right? I don't know. If he gets a good lawyer... Oh, who's this? Oh, that must be a mom. That must be mom right there. So there's no age limit. Yeah, I think that's mom. So then what would be the crime if there's no age limit? I know even I was like, these kids are small, man. I wouldn't leave them home, blah, blah, blah. But then I looked at the legality of it, and yeah, it doesn't look like he violated any laws leaving them home alone. But I don't know what they told their mom though. She said, the officer said they contacted mom via the computer. So I don't know what they told her. If they were scared and all that, then yeah, maybe it's okay. Maybe he shouldn't have left them home alone. I don't know, but at this point, we're just guessing. We're just guessing at this point. So she's talking to mom. Oh, is that CPS? I thought it was mom. Ooh, maybe it's CPS. I might have been mistaken. I said that was mom. I think that may have been CPS. That might be CPS. He's saying, help, they're taking my kids from me. So again, so I'm not sure what the crime is yet. I mean, if CPS takes the kids, they have to prove that there was some type of that the kids were in danger or some type of what am I trying to say? Endangerment. Yeah, lack of any other word, but just leaving them home again. California is one of the few states that doesn't set an age limit. You know, a minimum age. Well, it has to be, they have to be 14 or older, or they have to be, no, I even looked in there and it said, one lawyer said, you know, a kid can be 10 years old as long as he can take care of himself and he knows how to call out, you know, because some of these kids are mentally mature. He keeps saying, you help me, I'm in handcuffs. He's yelling at me, I think, to come over there. Yeah, like I'm gonna go over there and do something. But, so now we got somebody else coming, I think. But I thought that was mom, and then he said they're taking my kids, so maybe that's CPS. I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point. I'm a rambling man. So when he says, why is he being arrested? That's a good question. That's a fair question. That's a fair question. He keeps yelling, tell me why I'm in handcuffs. So this is interesting. I mean, there's no, I don't know, I just keep saying it, that there's no minimum age. Yeah, I think that is mom because she just hugged the little boy. He ran up and she hugged him. Now they're getting in the van. Yeah, the little boy ran over and she hugged him. I think the officer is coming down here now. Yeah, she's coming back. But the female officer is coming back. But this is interesting. Oh, she's in the street. This is interesting though to me. So he said, now you can ask all the questions you want. Now I want to know too why he's being arrested. But California is one of the few states that doesn't have a minimum age. So the age isn't a concern. It's the mental, emotional stability of the children that you have to look at. Now I gotta research that more. So.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, she didn't say why. Interesting. I don't think she's yet told him why he's being arrested. She hasn't even told him yet. This is a very interesting one. Yeah, this one's interesting because like I said, there's no age limit on leaving a child at home. So he took off, now she's gonna take off. Interesting. He's going to look for my car. I know he's not. He's doing a U-turn. What was that? Maybe he is going to look for my car. I don't know. She's taking off. We'll wait until she leaves. Yeah, she's going to take off with him. She went the other way. I don't know if she's turning around too. So that's that. So she's gonna go ahead and take him to jail. And I still don't know what for, because there's no minimum age limit. Like, you can't say, well, they're too young to be left. You can't say that in California. So we'll see how it pans out. Maybe there's a county ordinance. I'll have to look up. Or a city ordinance. We're in Redlands. But I'll have to look all that up.